Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, my name is Rebecca, Becky Bex, whatever you guys like to call me. In today's video, I created another one of my subscribers' eye looks. And this eye look came from the YouTuber slash Instagrammer, auroreblogs. Now, auroreblogs, she's a really lovely person. She comments on pretty much all of my videos and she creates some really bomb eye looks. I watch a lot of her videos. I know she does a lot of videos with W7. She did her Declutter series and she also did her testing pixie makeup as well. And this eye look actually came from one of her W7 videos. I know she was testing, what was it, the Huda Beauty Dupes eyeshadow palettes. She was testing those ones and she created 3 different looks. I loved all 3 of the looks she created, but this one had to be my favourite. It was my absolute favourite, and I'm going to show you guys how I created her eye look. So if you guys are going to enjoy this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you get notified by all my future videos. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you like, link is in the description bar below. So if you guys want to know how I created auroreblogs eye look, just keep watching. Now, I don't have the W7 palette that she uses, but I do have some alternative eyeshadows to create that very similar look. I've watched her YouTube video back a few times just so I know what eyeshadows she's used, and I have her beautiful Instagram picture right here as a reference. So the makeup I'm going to be using the Urban Decay eyeshadow palette. Now, this is a very old eyeshadow palette. You can't buy this anymore, sadly. But the eyeshadows inside, you can buy them as singles. So if there was a specific colour that you like, you can buy it as a single. So it's not too bad. So that's what the palette looks like inside. So you've got ACDC, bordello, shrimp. And then I'm going to be using a little bit of the Barium Neo Bright palette. I did a review on this. I'll link it down below if you want to check it out. But I'm using a little bit of this. And I've got a Urban Decay single, which I can't open it because sadly it is broken. But it's one of the moondusts and it's in the shade Intergalactic. And then lastly, I'm going to be using one of the Too True eyeshadow dazzles. So it's like just basically like, it's pretty much, as you can see, like a loose pigment. You guys know I love Too True. I won't go into any more information about that. From what I can recall from the video, she starts with the lightest colour first. So I am going to be taking bordello, which is that really light pink shade. I'm just going to be grabbing this on a Eco Tools brush. It's a dual-ended brush. I'm not too sure if you can get this or not, but I'm going to use the fluffy end here. I'm going to grab that colour. Oh, I've already primed my eyes as well with a bit of concealer. I'm going to start by packing this on the lid. Oh, I forgot how beautiful these Urban Decay eyeshadows are. I always find as well that with any sort of eyeshadow, I find not setting the lid actually makes your eyeshadows much more pigmented than setting the lid. And I find blendability wise as well is a lot easier. This feels so strange for me. I'm so used to starting with the darkest colour. So it's quite nice to do something a little bit different. I'm quite excited actually. Okay, I'm now going to go in with the Barium palette and I'm going to take the shade Electronic, which is more like a neon pink colour. I'm just going to use I think this is like a Skinny London brush. It's just like a little angled fluffy brush. Just going to grab that colour. Very pigmented. And I'm going to the access off and I'm going to place this in the centre, just like how she does it. And I'm also going to go back in with the previous colour as well, and I'm going to blend that colour in with the neon pink. So they sort of blend together. I'm now going to grab the dark purple shade, which is called ACDC I'm going to grab this on a angled brush. It's by Real Techniques. Actually, no, specifically, it's called the angled shadow brush. So I'm going to just pick up that colour. That's that. And then I'm going to start, knock off the excess. And I'm just going to start patting it right on the outer edge. So bringing it across and start by feathering it out, because I know that's what she does in the video. She tends to bring the colour a bit high here and then feathering it. I've just used a bit of concealer just to sharpen out the purple edges, because I've noticed that her edges were a little bit more sharper. So I just sharpened that out. I've noticed as well, I think my eyeshadow is a little bit too high. I think hers was a little bit lower. So what I'm going to do is taking the Urban Decay Alice in Wonderland brush, just taking the fluffy end, I'm going to grab the shade Shrimp, which is a matte cream colour. And I'm going to just go on top and see if we can soften it a bit. Just to see, just to see if I can bring this colour down a little bit so we can soften it out a little bit. Because, yeah, hers was not as high as how I brought it up. Well, that eyeshadow has worked really well. It's helped to diffuse the eyeshadow a little bit. I tell a lie, Shrimp is more of a satin matte eyeshadow, but that has worked. That's helped to diffuse the eyeshadow down just a little bit. Not low enough, but it will do. It will do. Now, I know she applies sparkles to the lid, but obviously these eyeshadows are shimmers, except for the Barry M eyeshadow. It's not a shimmer, whereas the other two kind of are. So I don't really need to add another shimmer. I thought maybe I could add just a little bit of a sparkle. So I'm going to grab my Moondust eyeshadow from Urban Decay. This one's in the shade Space Cowboy. It's basically like, yeah, just a very neutral, sparkly eyeshadow. I'm going to grab that with my finger, and I'm just going to place that on top of Bordello. Oh yeah, really pretty. So I'm going to apply that just on top. Now the fun part. I don't have the white eyeliner that she has, but I do have an alternative which I'm excited to use. I'm going to be using this. This is the High Vibes Watercolour Activating Eyeliner from Barry M, and it's in the shade Shock. I know they brought this out for Halloween, but I'm hoping it's going to be permanent in their collection, because as you guys know, I love the Barry M High Vibes eyeliner. I've done a review on the water activating eyeliners. I'll link that down below as well if you want to check that out. Okay, so according to her picture, so she has it on the lid and brings it upwards. So I'm just going to spritz it with some setting spray. Just going to grab a BH Cosmetics 106 brush, just a very small little liner brush there. Gonna dip into the colour. Oh yeah, very nice and white. Oh yeah, very, very white. So we're gonna start lining the eyes. I'm gonna start creating the eyeliner as well. So I can't really talk much because I need to concentrate. So I'm going to start creating the liner. Right, I've just applied my face makeup off camera and done my lips. Sorry if you can hear any rattling in my mouth. I've got a cough sweet in there because my throat is really, really dry, so I apologise if you can hear that rattling around a little bit. So to finish off the eyes, now she did use a bit of a peachy colour underneath her lower lashes. So what I could find was, I'm going to be using one of the Too True eyeshadow dazzles in number 8, and I'm going to be mixing it in with another Dazzle, which is number 11. Because this one's more pinky and this one's a little more orangey bronze. But if I mix them together, I think we're going to create a little bit more of that peachy orange colour that she's got underneath her eyes. So I'm hoping it turns out okay. I'm going to grab the other end of that Urban Decay brush. So yeah, I'm going to grab those two colours together. I'm going to mix them both together. Okay, this is going to be quite fiddly. So I'm going to put this underneath. In fact, what I'm going to do is put the pink one on first. Then I'm going to put the orange on top. Well, the bronzy orange anyway. And then she also applied it in the inner corner as well. So that's where I'm going to bring the colour. Okay, I think I created that peachy orangey colour, how she does it underneath. Now I'm going to go back in with ACDC on that same angle brush. Just going to use the angle tip. We're going to slowly connect that together underneath. I'm going to apply a kohl pencil to the waterline. I'm just going to use the Too True Easy Glide kohl pencil. Ooh. In the shade white, 16 white. And lastly, she did apply a brow bone highlighter, but she didn't say what colour it was or anything. So, but looking from the picture, it kind of looks like it's like a purpley sort of sheen of colour. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to use this very broken Urban Decay Moondust eyeshadow in the shade Intergalactic, and I'm going to apply that on the brow bone. So I'm just going to use this end that I used before with shrimp. I'm going to gently, very carefully apply this in the brow bone. So I'm going to finish doing the other eye, apply some mascara, and then I will zoom you guys in and show you the look. And this is how I created auroreblogs eye look. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. This eye look, oh my gosh, was a lot of fun to do. I will link auroreblogs' YouTube channel down below and her Instagram if you want to check her out. And I just want to say, auroreblogs, you are a really lovely person. Keep creating that amazing content. If you guys have enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you get notified by all my future videos. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you like. Link is in the description bar below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Stay safe. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys. Take care.